At 1 p.m. on October 31st, 2025, Georgia's governor issued a statewide warning. The housing market faces its sharpest threat since 2008. Average prices, once peaking at $402,000 in Atlanta, are now falling as inventory surges and mortgage rates hit 7.08%. But this is not just market turbulence. The data hint at something more volatile hiding beneath the numbers. What triggered the governor's alert, and how close is disaster? Georgia's housing market now stands at a crossroads defined by hard numbers. The median home price across the state is $332,047, trailing the national median of $420,000. In Atlanta, that figure climbs to $402,000, reflecting the city's ongoing pull with buyers, despite recent volatility. Inventory has expanded sharply. Months of available supply reached 3.6 months by June, up from 2.8 months a year earlier. This means homes are sitting on the market longer, and buyers have more options than at any point since the last market cycle. Nationwide, 30-year mortgage rates hover at 7.08%, and Georgia's rates closely track this benchmark, eroding affordability for new buyers. Unemployment in Georgia has risen to 4.5% as of October, up from 3.3% the previous year, adding further strain. These figures form the baseline against which every coming risk and anomaly will be measured. March 22, 2024, the Federal Reserve raises its benchmark rate to 5.75%, tightening credit across the country. By August 1, 2024, Georgia's median home price reaches its peak at $345,500, capping a 5-year climb. In September, county records log a rapid surge in housing inventory, with months of supply jumping from 2.8 to 3.6, the sharpest increase since before the pandemic. On December 14, 2024, the Fed holds rates steady, but builder reports from Gwinnett and Cobb show new construction starts stalling as lenders grow wary and permit approvals slow. Investor activity begins to wane in early 2025, with portfolio owners quietly listing more properties, but by late October, a leaked memo from the governor's office warns of escalating foreclosures and recommends a public alert. On October 31, 2025 at 1 p.m., the governor stands before the press, issuing a formal state warning, Mission GHM 202-51031, citing acute system-wide housing risks now too large to ignore. Across Georgia, nearly 1,400 adjustable-rate mortgages originated between 2017 and 2019 are entering their reset window. The Home Mortgage Disclosure Act database pinpoints these loans, scattered from Metro Atlanta to Clayton County, each now facing a sudden recalculation. For one Clayton homeowner, the monthly payment, fixed for years at $1,560, is scheduled to jump by 32% on September 1st, 2025, an increase to $2,065 overnight. The reset notice arrived by mail, spelling out the new terms in stark detail. Income has not kept pace, and with the local jobless rate up, options feel limited. After 60 days on the market without a single offer, the homeowner is left weighing impossible choices: absorb the shock, sell at a loss, or risk default. This is not an isolated event, but a wave, mapped by state banking analysts and tracked in county records, each reset a potential trigger for distress that ripples far beyond a single address. Measured across Georgia, the first quarter of 2025 closed with a mortgage delinquency rate of 4.3%, according to the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. But that figure is only the baseline. As adjustable-rate mortgages originated between 2017 and 2019 reach their reset dates, analysts at the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta warn that the state's delinquency rate could soon surpass 5%. In an internal note dated October 29, 2025, a Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta analyst, K. Douglas, outlined the risk. If payment shocks from these resets unfold as projected, the number of past due loans will climb sharply, especially in counties with clusters of ARM originations from 2017 to 2019. A move from 4.3% to over 5% may sound incremental, but in a market the size of Georgia, it translates to thousands more households at risk of default within months. This hypothetical surge, modeled against current economic stress, signals a quantitative cliff for lenders and communities alike, a scenario that state officials now track in real time, watching for the moment the numbers cross from warning to crisis. Eviction filings in Fulton and DeKalb counties reached 5,100 in October, with foreclosures climbing to 2,430, both figures far above last year's totals. Behind each filing sits a household in crisis. In DeKalb, a renter received a notice in September. Their rent would jump from $1,420 to $1,820, a 28% increase. Unable to pay the new amount, they were served with a 3-day notice, then an eviction complaint just weeks later. Court calendars showed dozens of similar cases every week, each one a fight to stay housed. These numbers are more than statistics. They are families facing sudden instability as the cost of shelter outpaces their paychecks. Vacancy rates in Georgia's hardest-hit counties now range from 6.2% to 9.8%, while new building permits have dropped to just 1,900 statewide, an 18% decline year over year. Lawmakers are set to convene on November 1st, 2025. Emergency rental assistance is up for debate 10 days later. Property tax relief windows and the next official data checkpoint on December 15th keep the countdown running. Georgia's next move shapes more than markets. It shapes lives. As policy windows close, uncertainty grows. Stability is not guaranteed. For thousands, the real crisis is not numbers. It is tomorrow.